Okay, so this particular trailer has been in my to watch list for quite a while, like since early October. And I see that the date of this is October 1st. So it's very possible this film is already available in some form or fashion, like on streaming or something. It's just called Trick, and I think that the thumbnail that I saw was just some jacked up looking mask. It looked like a wonky jack-o'-lantern type mask or something that someone was wearing on their head. I couldn't quite tell from how small the thumbnail was. But so that intrigued me, and I have a feeling it's kind of going to be like a low budget ish horror film. But I'm still curious to check it out because that's my thing, that's what I like. And I did happen to catch a glimpse of some of the people that are in here, Omar Epps and Jamie Kennedy, and some other people that I didn't recognize. I do recognize those two names, so I'm curious to see what this is about. Let's check it out. That mask. Okay.
Get down! You discharged your weapon 5 times into the guy. How's he still alive?
He isn't.
Trick comes back every Halloween.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I've never been a believer. But this is pure evil.
Okay. Oh, well, shoot. I was going to go back here. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, I was just wanting to look at that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about who I thought Jamie Kennedy was because I didn't see who I thought I was supposed to see. So I might should go back and refresh my memory. But I did recognize Omar Epps. I first noticed him as an actor in House. So oh, okay. So anyway, this looks well, obviously, this looks like this is going to be something. It's not going to be your typical slasher, which slasher films, especially if it's a human only type, situation, those are scarier to me than supernatural type slasher films. So I don't get the sense that this is going to be anything that will really frighten me to any degree. Most horror films don't anyway, like I've said. But I'm curious to find out the story behind this. Are they trying to be? Is it sort of an attempt to be another Michael Myers type figure with the guy in the mask? That mask, in my opinion, is not quite as scary as the Michael Myers mask, but it looks like maybe he changes because it looked like maybe that was him with the pig mask on. He starts off with that jack-o'-lantern mask, and then later it looks like he ends up with a pig mask. But I don't know. I'm curious to find out the story. What is this story behind his character, and interesting to see if they're going to be able to stop him slash it, whatever this entity is. I kind of doubt they will be able to because that's pretty typical in horror films, especially when they're going up against a superhuman type or supernatural type entity. They think they've beaten it in the end, but then no, they really haven't, because you see by the last frame there's some sort of jump scare or some sort of indication that the badness is still alive, has not been defeated. But I mean, it's something that I will check out. Now, as far as the trailer itself, it was pretty short, even though it did not feel like it was as short as it was. It was only about a minute 15, up here to the actual credits. So pretty tightly put together. When I say it didn't feel as short as a minute 18, that was just because of all the different things they were showing, and it seemed like it was a longer trailer than it really was. That's not a complaint. It was just that there was so much stuff that they lumped in here in this minute and 15-second trailer. So pretty well put together. I think the narrative was laid out, pretty clearly for us. We have an understanding, a basic understanding of the premise of the story, and so yeah. I mean, I think it's. I don't really have any sort of complaints about the trailer at all. There was no moment that I was feeling like, oh, this is going on too long, or oh, that's kind of draggy there, or they didn't need to show that. It seemed like it was okay in that regard. With regard to budget, this feels like it might be on the lower end just because of the audio and some of the camera work, the look of the video in some places kind of gave me that impression, but I won't be able to really know for sure until I end up watching it myself. Now, horror movies in general, I think, aren't really super expensive to make. I mean, it's not like a big budget Avengers type movie. So they can make a horror movie for fairly cheap. It's still expensive, but it's fairly cheap by the standards of a lot of these big blockbuster movies. So I think that's one of the reasons why horror movies are fairly popular to make, because they don't have a huge overhead cost, and they can generally, a lot of times, make their money back pretty decently, because even if it's not the best horror movie or doesn't have the greatest ratings, people will still watch it, because there are people like me who will watch horror movies even if they're supposed to be terrible, because they just like the genre. Now, I don't necessarily go see them all at the theaters, but there are people that, will do stuff like that because they like horror, so they want to go see a horror movie on the big screen. So I'm not sure if this movie is out yet. Okay, it is out. It's out already. It said in theaters. It didn't come to my theater at all. I don't think it came to any of my local theaters. I never saw any indication that it was there. But it's on video on demand and digital HD, and it came out. It came out quite a bit ago, you guys, like maybe 3 weeks ago or so. So maybe this is available on a streaming service of mine. I haven't seen it pop up yet with regard to like new release or anything like that. But I'll go searching and see if I can find it. And if I can, and if I watch it, I'll come back here and let you guys know what I think. And that is it for now. Bye.